Hello dear students of the Virtual University of Chalife. I am pleased to present to you this super interesting, exciting course of orthomolecular medicine. First of all, I want to present to you the image that we have here on our cover of our introduction. He is Linus Pauling at the age of 15 years. I also want to tell you that Linus Pauling, to briefly tell you who this character is, won 2 Nobel Peace Prizes. At the age of 40, he was diagnosed with a deadly kidney disease, which is Bright's disease. He, as a scientist, began to investigate how this terrible disease could be cured. And he discovered that with orthomolecular medicine, it could be cured by taking high doses of vitamin C, and he did it because he lived up to 95 years. In this course, you will learn how to give maintenance to each of the bodies of your patients through nutrients that are vitamins, minerals and amino acids. Always starting with a detoxification. In this new course, you will learn how to rehabilitate the patient's health. Although telling the truth has several approaches. First, in chronic or degenerative diseases, orthomolecular medicine is excellent. Let's give an example. In people who have kidney failure, we will give nutrition specifically to their kidneys. If they have hepatic cirrhosis, we will give nutrition to their liver. In obesity, it is not said. It acts excellently well. In beauty, it is exceptional. If you want to look as beautiful in the case of women, or very handsome in men, and look with much less wrinkles, you have to try this excellent medicine. What do you think if we start with this course on May 12, 2015, in the metropolitan city of Guadalajara, specifically in the city of Tonala, Jalisco, Mexico? Get comfortable and let's get started. Objectives of the course. It is a training system that allows you to acquire a solid training to begin to delve into orthomolecular medicine and the use of vitamins, minerals and mainly amino acids, from an integrative optics for its application in daily practice, for doctors and therapists. Its goal is to give patients the exact dose of more than 40 substances that the human body is lacking, on the one hand, for the misinformation regarding the nutrition of each of the organs in dysfunction due to lack of nutrients, and on the other hand, for the elaboration of food today. In addition, you will be able to add new elements to your curriculum, accrediting it through a diploma that the Virtual University of Chalife gives you. If you want to obtain a degree or doctorate with us, for the degree you must at least have 4 courses and for the doctorate 8 courses. For the diploma, you do not need to have high school, but for the degree and the doctorate, yes. The other objective is to incorporate new differentiated services and optimize those already existing in activities related to health. Improving the professional level of people who already perform these practices. Is orthomolecular medicine a science? This is a question that many of my students have asked me, and my answer is of course yes, and personally it is very extensive. First we will focus on the definition to begin to understand what it is, what you are going to start learning. Orthomolecular medicine is also called the science of orthomolecular nutrition or therapy of megavitamins. It should be mentioned that this type of therapy does not belong to allopathic medicine, but to alternative medicines. Orthomolecular medicine against allopathic medicine. We all know that followers of allopathic medicine have never fit in with us and more in doctors who have no criteria, referring to the intoxication of the human body, referring to drugs. Some doctors believe that orthomolecular medicine is a pseudoscience, just as they believe it with the biomagnetism of Isaac Goes Duran and the homeopathy of Samuel Hahnemann, and as well as many sciences that we alternative doctors have used forever. We are going to see a little of the history of penicillin, comparing it with orthomolecular medicine. Let's take an example. The discoverer of penicillin, Alexander Fleming, who was born in 1881 and died in the year I was born, in 1955, which by the way it is worth mentioning that he actually lived a short time, since he died at 74 years of age. He died of a heart attack. With the bioenergetic healing that we have today, and more with orthomolecular medicine, we would have made him live many more years, giving him vitamins for his heart. This organ always gives us a warning before succumbing. It gives us signs, and if we do not listen to it, we will end up with a heart attack. Well, we already talked about who discovered penicillin, such as Alexander Fleming, who is still a great man and a great scientist. But what happened to the creator of orthomolecular medicine? First of all, it was Linus Pauling who discovered it, an American chemist who graduated in chemistry and did his master's degree in chemical engineering in 1922. And it was until 1925 that he graduated as a chemical physicist at the California Institute of Technology in Pasadena, USA. It is very important to mention part of his story, because apparently he is a good testimony of what orthomolecular medicine can do for us. He was one of the first to apply the principles of quantum mechanics to explain the X-ray diffraction phenomena, and was able to describe satisfactorily the distances and angles of link between atoms of different molecules, to describe the capacity of the carbon atom to form four links. Pauling introduced the concept of hybrid orbitals, in which the theoretical orbits described by the electrons move from their original positions due to mutual repulsion. I could mention many more merits of him, but it is not the case of this course, since the only thing that matters is that you study orthomolecular medicine. But it is worth mentioning that among the merits of him is that he received the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1954. It would not be the only one that would receive, for his active pacifist militancy and his determined opposition to the proliferation of nuclear weapons. He was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1962. In 1979 he published The Study of Cancer and Vitamin C with this preamble: I can tell you the first indication of vitamin C in cancer. If you are homeopaths or biomagnetologists, you have this excellent option. Or if you have any other alternative medicine career, go ahead, you are in the right place. Without deviating from our topic of the death of Linus Pauling, at the age of 40, in 1941, Pauling discovered that he was affected by a serious form of disease called Bright, a potentially deadly kidney disease, which was considered incurable by the doctors of the time. With the help of Dr. Thomas Addis of Stanford, Pauling managed to control the disease, following a poor diet in America and without salt, something out of the ordinary for the time. Addis also prescribed to all its patients higher consumption of vitamins and mineral salts, and Pauling was no exception. At the end of the 1950s, Pauling investigated the action of enzymes on brain functions. He thought that mental illnesses could be caused in part by enzymatic dysfunctions. When he read The Therapy of Myasthenia in Psychiatry, the publication of Abraham Hoffer in 1965, he realized that vitamins could have important biochemical effects on the body, in addition to those effects related to the prevention of diseases caused by vitamin deficiency. Notice how important this is. There are people who actually live with anxiety, with anguish, with fears, and it's just a lack of vitamins. In 1968, Pauling published in Science magazine his most important article in this field, Orthomolecular Psychiatry, in which he invented the word orthomolecular to describe the concept of concentration control of compounds present in the human body to prevent and treat diseases. These ideas constituted the basis of orthomolecular medicine, strongly criticized by orthodox traditional medicine professionals. In order not to get out of the subject of the death of Linus Pauling, despite his serious illness, he gave himself the task as a researcher to fight tirelessly for his survival, consuming the orthomolecular medicine that he himself created. The result was shocking. He did not only live 40 years. How long do you think he lived after such a severe illness? Would you say he lived to be 50, 60, 70, 80, or 90 years old? To everyone's surprise, he died in 1994. Anyone proficient in math can tell, from his birth in 1901 to the year he died, that he lived exactly 93 years after contracting this terrible disease. It is a simple legacy that he gave us so that we know that it is really possible with orthomolecular medicine. Objectives of orthomolecular medicine according to the winner of the Nobel Prize twice, in 1954 and 1962, Linus Pauling, Orthomolecular nutrition aims to restore the environment or ideal state of the human body, correcting imbalances or deficiencies based on individual biochemistry, using natural substances in the body such as vitamins, minerals, amino acids and essential fatty acids. What do you think, dear students, until now about this wonderful world of orthomolecular medicine? The more you progress in this course, the more phenomenal it will become. We are starting, and we are only in the introduction. When you learn how to give exactly the nutrients to your patient, you will find excellent results. Pay close attention in the next module and see you later.